Help us to build a nation and so with peace and plenty. Please. Engineer Professor, pardon me, Engineer Professor Samson Olakunle Ojoawo, FNSC, FNIEE, FNICE, F of everything. Yes. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, with a standing ovation, please welcome with me the chairman, Nigerian School of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the first female chairman in Nigerian School of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the first female chairman of any NSC branch in Oyo State, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke, MNSC, MCPN, MNCS, Apwen.
Serving as a host for the Apwen, the person of Engineer Professor Tawakali P. Odipade, MNS, the high table. Please let's be on our feet as we welcome the second inauguration for this occasion, as we welcome the first chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter in person of Engineer Professor Fumilayo Niyilola Oshuolade to the high table.
Thank you so much. Please, you may have your seats. We also recognize the presence of our awardees today, one of which is the former Vice President of Nigerian School of Engineers, Engineer Ademola Agoro, FNSC, and also the principal partner, Sulemaniya Chambers, Itama Abuja, Barrister Dawood Suleiman. You're welcome, sir. And also the former rector of Federal Polytechnic Ayede, Engineer Dr. Taufik Adekunle Abdulhamed, FNSC. We believe he's coming, he will soon join us.
Equally, we want to welcome the four awardees for Apwen, a person of Engineer Diolu Idowu is around. Please, you have a table here. We are also welcoming Engineer Bayo Adeyinka. We also welcome Engineer Dr. Peter Alamu. You are welcome. And then lastly, Engineer Professor T. Odetoye. Please come to the front table here, reserved for you. Thank you.
We are privileged to have the representative of our mother branch, as the premier branch of the Nigerian School of Engineers here, ably led by their chairman, Engineer Ayokunle Ojedele, MNSC. You're welcome, sir. And in the entourage, we have Engineer Victor Omoranti, FNSC, the Vice Chairman of the branch. Engineer Ogunlade Ismail, the General Secretary of the branch. Engineer Adejumo, the Publicity Secretary. Engineer Oyerinde, former Chairman, NSC, Oluyole branch. You're welcome, sir. We have Engineer Oladele, MNSC, the Assistant Technical Secretary. We have Engineer Ogunpaimo, MNSC, the former Chairman, NIGERIAN Ibadan chapter. Also, permit me pardon me for this oversight as I recognize the presence of the pioneer chairman of this branch, Nigerian School of Engineers Ogbomoso branch, Engineer Professor Olusegun James Oyelade. You are welcome, sir. That's our pioneer chairman, the first chairman of this branch. You are welcome, sir. We believe other past chairmen are coming. One of them is already on the high table as the host of this event. Other branches of the society, as you arrive, you shall be introduced and properly recognized. We want to listen to the welcome address by the outgoing branch chairman, Engineer Professor Samson Olakunle Ojoawo, FNSC. Please, let's welcome him to the podium with a round of applause.
President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Rabiu Ali Masuya, FNSC, FASC, FANG, MFR, ably represented here today by the National ESCO of the Southwest, our own brother, Engineer Ayotunde Ogunnaike. The Apwen President, Engineer Chiyere Igwegwe. The distinguished guests on the high table, kindly permit me to just generalize because of our time. The protocol is very long, but I know we have a lot of things to do today. The address is on page 17 of our program. A welcome speech delivered by the host, Engineer Professor Samson Olakunle Ojoawo, on the ceremonial inauguration of the 6th chairman of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch. The new chairman is Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke. This day, 31st of March, 2026, at the hall, Lautech Ogbomoso. Glory be to God in the highest, for his mercies endureth forever, says the popular songwriter. On behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso, the Valiant branch, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the formal inauguration ceremony of the 6th and the very first female chairman of the branch. I hope we will be clapping. We're privileged to have the very first female chairman in our branch, Engineer Professor Oluwafunke Oke. The journey of the 5th set of ESCOs under my chairmanship, which formally began on 30th of April 2024, through this kind of historic inauguration ceremony, is being brought to a successful end today. And another one for the 6th set is commencing in grand style. To God be all the glory. It is heartwarming to note that the outgoing regime, comprising of vibrant and dedicated ESCOs, rode on the shoulders of the 4 previous ESCO sets, utilized the principles of excellence, innovation, and inclusiveness and largely fulfilled most of the set goals. Our legacies range from the aggressive membership drive extended to the new meeting places such as Federal Polytechnic Ayede, where we had over 150 attendees at the meeting, and Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, Ogbomoso Zonal Office, among others, which recorded over 90% well-publicized monthly general and technical meetings in the tenure. Collaboration with the national body of our great society in realizing the strategic agenda, we attended about 90% of the council meetings. Indelible community impacts by underscoring the relevance of engineering practice in addressing prevailing societal challenges through electronic and print media. Capacity building of our members for professional enhancement and development by upscaling their skills, perfectly fitting into the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. To the welfare of our discussing the issues affecting our members with relevant authorities, advocating for the recognition of our female engineers and according them all the necessary support within our resources to foster unity and affection. We did same for students and young engineers. And to more importantly, continuation of all the projects initiated by our predecessors, most especially the construction of the NSC Ogbomoso Ultramodern Secretariat. Our Operation Lay 10 blocks yielded millions of naira, which was injected into the project. At this junction, permit me to, on behalf of the NSC Ogbomoso branch, heartily felicitate with our sister, the 4th Apwen chairman, Engineer Professor Oluwafunmilayo Nilola Ushiolale, who is equally being inaugurated today with our team of ESCO members. Hearty congratulations to Engineer Professor Tawakalitu B. Onifade, the outgoing Apwen chairman, whom we were inaugurated together the same day. I greatly celebrate all our fellows and elders in the branch, of whom I'm joining formally today as a statesman, who are the formidable columns behind our continuous success. Together, we shall keep taking NSC to more enviable heights. Permit me to conclude this speech again on an appreciation note to the President of NSC, Engineer Alima Suya Alirabiu, FNSC MFR, the immediate past President, Engineer Margaret Aina Ogutala, FNSC, all the council members we served together, the Pro-Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, and all authorities and members of Lautech community and of the Federal Polytechnic Ayede, all members of the Executive Committee who served with me, all our dear valiant branch members, our royal and spiritual fathers, my colleagues, friends, and fans across all strata, all the NSC fathers and mothers who are my mentors from far and near, especially in your state, and particularly at the Premier Branch. I thank my parents, siblings, and entire Ojoawu family from today. I especially appreciate my darling wife, companion, and confidant, Dickness Dr. Olubunmi Titilayo Ojoawu, for her unflinching support all along. I thank our children, James, Rosemary, and Sharon, for being good supporters. Above all, I appreciate God Almighty, my all. Once again, on behalf of the NSC Ogbomoso branch, you are all warmly welcome to this epoch-making event. I wish our new chairman and her team a successful tenure of office. Amen. Thank you all, and God bless you all.
Thank you so so much and congratulations on the successful completion of your tenure, sir. Before we move ahead, please let's welcome with a loud ovation the Vice Chancellor, LAUTECH, Professor R.O. Romkalilu, who is ably represented by the University Librarian, Professor Adefuke Sarah Ebijua. Please come up to the high table, ma. Please let's welcome her with a rousing applause. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Before we move ahead to the welcome address of the immediate past chairman of Apwen, our fathers of the day, please, you will have a responsibility to carry today. Engineer Professor J.O. Olajide and Daddy Evangelist Zoyin Olayiwola, there's a responsibility for you today. I lost my dad about 12 years ago, so one of you will adopt me. Please, thank you so much. I'm going home with the daddy today. Please, let's welcome the immediate past chairman of Apwen, Ogbomoso chapter, Engineer Professor Tawa Kalitu Bolanli Onifade, for our speech, our welcome address. You're welcome, ma. Please, let's welcome her with a round of applause. We can do better. We can do better. It's not easy to lead a notable society like this for 2 years.
Good morning to all distinguished guests of honor. I want to start with the chairman of the occasion and the president of Apwen, Engineer Chinyere Nnena Wegbe. Then the representative of national president of NSD, the representative of our vice chancellor, Professor Olatunde Romkalilu, ably represented by Professor Sarah Ebijua. All fellows of Nigerian Society of Engineers, all members of Apwen at the national level, the Southwest coordinator, and all chapter chairs from different chapters. You are welcome. I also recognize the representative of LAUTECH Registrar, my sister, Mrs. Adejumo. You are welcome, ma'am. Then the guest speaker of today, and all our fathers and mothers of the day. It is with immense joy and deep gratitude that I welcome you all to this historic occasion of the inauguration of the fourth chairman, Engineer Professor Fumilayo Niyola Oshiolale, and the executive members of the Apwen Ogbomoso chapter. Today stands as a landmark in the history of Apwen, and it is a day set aside to usher in new leadership and celebrate women of vision, women of courage, and uncommon commitment among us. I sincerely appreciate the past executives for their unwavering support and morally, financially, physically, morally, financially towards the progress of this association. So I am incredibly proud of the progress we have made together since the establishment of this association on April 2019. On April 10, 2026, Apwen will be 6 years old. So the inauguration of the fourth Apwen chairman and executive members marks the beginning of an era of renewed commitment and greater impact on the people people of Ogbomoso and its environ. So I wish to acknowledge the sacrifice, the dedication, and unwavering support of our partners, stakeholders, members of NSC Ogbomoso, NAUTEC staff, and our members, all of which have sustained the vision and strengthened the mission of Apwen Ogbomoso. You are all appreciated. So our profound gratitude also goes to families, friends, and all well-wishers whose friends and whose guidance and encouragement have empowered us to strive professionally. Once again, I warmly welcome you all, and sincerely I thank you for honoring this occasion with your presence. So long live Apwen, long live NSC, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much. You can appreciate her better. Thank you so much. Please welcome and recognize the presence of the third chairman of the Nigerian School of Engineers, Engineer A.I. Adeniro, FNSC. Please, thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. We also welcome the chairman of Nigerian Institution of Safety Engineers in Oyo State, Engineer Professor A.O. Ajayi Oba, Safety Engineer, the chairman of safety in Oyo State. Also the chairman of NIMEKI, that's Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers, Ogbomoso chapter, Engineer Professor Elo Mudashiro. You are welcome, sir. We recognize you. Thank you, sir, for coming. We appreciate our spouses. We recognize you, and we especially recognize Engineer Professor Mrs. Onowumi. You are welcome, ma. And also all professors from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, LAUTECH. We recognize you.
Thank you. Now I want to welcome some of the Apwen chairmen from our various chapters that are here, especially in the Southwest. I want to welcome the chairman of the Ibadan and our team, Engineer Yemisi Abidoye and our team. She came along with the chair, the vice chairman, and the treasurer. You are welcome. Please, can you wave? Thank you for coming. I also want to welcome the chairman of Apwen Ilorin chapter in person of Engineer Tolu Lokwe Akiojo and your team. Please, thank you for coming. I want to welcome the chairman of Apwen Lagos chapter, Engineer Bosede Oyekule and your team. Thank you for coming. I welcome the chairman of Apwen Oyo chapter, Engineer Eretiolu Oyeride and your team. Please, can you wave? Thank you for coming. I welcome the chairman of Apwen Osogbo chapter, Odewale and your team. Thank you for coming. I welcome the chairman of Ilesha Apwen chapter. Thank you for coming. I also welcome the chairman of Apwen Ado-Ekiti. Thank you for coming. I welcome the National Assistant PRO of Apwen. Please, can you wave? Engineer Akani Ayotunde. Thank you for coming. Now, I also want to welcome some of our sponsors. Please, wherever you are, can you please wave your hand? I want to welcome the CEO, Ellis Bajem Institute. Thank you for coming. Please wave your hand. Dr. Oladipo Kolawole, please wave your hand. I want to welcome the CEO, Perfect 7 Global, in person of Mr. Oloyede Michael Kayode. Please wave your hand for recognition. Thank you for coming. I want to welcome the pastor of Victory Baptist Church, in person of Reverend A.A. Okwade. Please wave your hand for recognition. Thank you, sir, for coming. I also want to welcome the pastor of Maranatha Baptist Church, in person of Reverend Olamide Ajao, thank you for coming. Now I want to welcome also Reverend Dr. Samson Okedeji. Thank you for coming. God bless you, sir. Now, I want to highly welcome the mother of the fourth chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter in person of Mama Evangelist F.B. Amuda. Grandma, thank you. God bless you, ma. Thank you, Mama, for coming. Now I want to welcome the Assistant National Technical Secretary, Engineer Dr. Owoyemi. Thank you for coming. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me the Executive Chairman of Ogbomoso South Local Government, Honorable Oyedokun Oyeniyi Timothy, OOT. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause. And as I am introducing him, we have the honor of receiving the presence of the immediate past rector of the Federal Polytechnic, Ayede, Engineer Taufik Adekunle Abdulhamid, FNSC. You're welcome, sir. He's a friend of our branch and is very supportive to our cause. Also, let me recognize the presence of the representative of Barrister Dawood Suleiman, that's Honorable Chief Ademola Olawale. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, I recognize the president of NAWACS, that's the Association of Women in Academics, Ogbomoso chapter, Professor Christiana Olaniyi. You're welcome. Their former president is also around, Professor OOE Onowumi. You're welcome, ma. And also, the representatives of the Dean of Faculty of Food and Consumer Sciences, Dr. S.J. Olatunde. You're welcome. Also, the leader of our spouses in the Ogbomoso branch, Dr. Mrs. Ojoawo. You're welcome, ma. The chairman of NSC Oyo branch is also with us, Engineer Adeniyi. You're welcome, sir. FNSC. You're welcome, sir. We recognize and appreciate you.
We welcome the president of National Association of Women in Academics in person of Professor Christiana Olaniyi. Thank you, ma, for coming.
We are about to go into the guest lecture for today and to take this citation. Thank you so much for calling me to order. Before we move ahead, we take the speech of the chairman of the occasion, the president of the Nigerian School of Engineers, ably represented by the National ESCO member, Asset Management, Engineer Ayotunde Ogunoiki, FNSC. Please, let's welcome him to the microphone to take the address of the president of the Nigerian School of Engineers. Please, a rise. Thank you, sir. A standing ovation for the president.
Please sit down. Please sit down. Thank you very much. Let me stand on well-established protocol. But before I do that, I have to appreciate and welcome my Apwen president, Engineer Inena Igwebe. You're welcome. And also to permit me to welcome the Vice Chancellor of this great university, ably represented by Professor Sarah Ebijua. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate all my branch chairmen, both division and branches. I appreciate you all, my branch chairman. Thank you. All past chairmen of this great NSC Ogbomoso. I want to appreciate you all. Thank you very much. My dean, I appreciate you also. And I want to appreciate every one of us. This is the opening remark by the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Ali Masuya Rabiu, the fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the fellow of the American Society of Engineers, the fellow of the engineering, the fellow of the an MFR, to be delivered by Mike Kusel, the ESCO member, Engineer Yotunde Ogunoike, fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I bring greetings from him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to join you today at this special occasion of the inauguration of Engineer Professor Alice Olufunke Oke as the 6th chairman of the NSC Ogbomoso branch, alongside the newly elected executive members. I sincerely thank you all for the warm reception accorded to me, commendation and appreciation. The NSC Ogbomoso branch has been exceptionally vibrant, demonstrating commitment and excellence in all spheres of its activities. I commend all members for such dedication, particularly in building our membership base. I recall sending a representative on Tuesday, January 13, 2026 to attend the induction ceremony of graduate members held in conjunction with Ladoke Akintola University of Science and Technology. I hereby duly acknowledge the courtesies that were extended to Engineer Ayokunu Olukunu Oyeyele MNSC, Chairman of NSC Ibadan branch, during that event. I also acknowledge the immense contribution of NSC Ogbomoso to the success of my inauguration as the president of NSC in January. Your support has been invaluable. Tasks and expectation for the new leadership. Engineer Professor Oke's elevation to this office comes with high expectations. We are hereby confident that under our leadership, the branch will continue to thrive and make meaningful contribution to the growth and impact of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I congratulate her and her team of newly elected executive committee members, and I urge you to justify the confidence posed you by the branch members charged to the new executive committee. I strongly encourage the new leadership to work diligently to uphold the vision and mission of the society. Ensure that all activities align with our strategic agenda. Apwen Inauguration and Women in Engineering. As highlighted during my inauguration, the advancement of women in engineering remains a strategic priority of my administration, and I will continue to support the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Apwen, in promoting leadership, mentorship, professional visibility, and policy engagement. I congratulate the new Ogbomoso chapter chairman, Engineer Professor Fumi Oshiolale, MNSA, and our executive committee, wishing them every success in this important mandate. February 2026. Let me here remind you all of the 2026 International Engineering Conference and Annual General Meeting AGM of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, which will be held from Monday 30th November to 4th December 2026 in Maiduguri, Borno State, capital. The theme of the conference is Engineering Solution for Security, Energy Access and Sustainable Development. This is a critical platform for professional development, networking, policy dialogue, and ideas exchange. I encourage everyone to kindly visit www.conference.nsc.org.ng for registration, which I have registered about 2 weeks ago. Sponsorship and exhibition and program details. I wish you all great success as we embark on these various programs planned for today's event. God bless you all. Engineer Ali Masuya Rabiu, FNSC, MFR, NSC President. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful speech. That was the speech of the President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Before we listen to the speech of the President of Apwen, please let me recognize the presence of the second chairman of this branch, Nigerian Society of Engineers of Ogbomoso, Engineer Professor A.S. Onawumi. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. We recognize and appreciate you, sir. Please, ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, let's welcome the President, Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, and person of Engineer Chinyere Nnena Igwegbe, FNSC M. Apwen, for our speech.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Matt. Please have your wonderful seat. Thank you, sir. It's good to be back home again. For those of us that understand, the Ogbomoso is a home to me. Okay, the President, Nigerian Society
President of Apwen. Thank you for that wonderful speech. Please, let's welcome with a round of applause the directors of ODL, Professor Ari Ganiyu, Director of CEST, Professor TB Ashafa, all students of Temidire High School, Olodidi Apapa Lagos, we recognize your presence. Thank you for coming. All HODs, all staffs and members of LAUTECH, we recognize you. Without wasting time, I'll call on Engineer Dr. M.O. Fajobi for the citation of the guest lecturer.
Members of the group, ladies and gentlemen, I want to implore the pleasure of Professor Tayo Arunobu to kindly rise to his feet as I read his profile. Professor Tayo Arunobu is a distinguished expert in higher education digital transformation, currently serving as the Vice Chancellor of Apwen University, Nigeria. He holds a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, and completed his doctoral studies at the Hasso Platina Institute for Science Engineering, System Engineering, Germany, along with specialized certificates in implementing and managing open and distance learning from the National Open University of Nigeria, the University of London, and the Commonwealth of Learning. His expertise in open and distance learning is recognized by Nigeria's National Universities Commission, where he serves as an ODL expert. He and his team are promoting NIVA Open University's use of cutting-edge technology to boost enrollment, improve educational offerings, and enhance graduate outcomes. The President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, the President Apwen, other members of the High Table, I present to you the guest speaker of today, the person of Engineer Professor Tayo Arunobu. Welcome, sir.
It's my delight to be here. I'm actually excited. And let me quickly recognize the Vice Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor of Vice Chancellors, and the management chief officers of the university. And I also want to recognize the chairman of this occasion. Actually, we have two chairmen of this occasion, and only one chairman. That's another point. All right, correct. We have just one chairman. I want to recognize them. And I also want to recognize the fathers of the day, mothers of the day. Thank you so much. And the chairman has told me to observe the already established protocol. So, I greet all of us. I say, Epuile. Yes. So, I will start from this point. When I said Epuile, while we were having meeting with the Dean of Engineering, who is also my Dean, I'm still a staff here. So, the Apwen chairman mentioned that LAUTECH students are doing very well. And I also want to confess to that I am also doing very well. The engineering degree, engineering program that you have been able to give me. Most of the people here, I have some of my professors here, some of my mentors. Even the mother of the day was one of my PhD assessors. And that means, like as mentioned earlier, women are winning, but men are winning. We are winning together. Do we agree with that? Yes, we are winning together. And if you want the society to improve, we must train more women. We must give more women power, opportunities. Not that we are giving them on the platter of gold, but we must allow them to have those things. So the topic I've been given today is transforming professional education through blended learning. And before I will go, I believe we all know what is meant by professional education. It means specialized education. It requires more time. It requires more dedication. It requires even more hands-on session. And that's why it's a little bit difficult to bring professional education to ODL. But I'm here to let us know that it is possible. I know we will be looking at it, how will it be possible? But it is possible. Let me start with a story. Mother of the day, the Vice Chancellor representative. Is your checkbook here? You have your checkbook? No. When last did you use your checkbook? So what I'm trying to say is that transformation is already here. The future we are thinking we are going to, the future is already here. We are already living in the future. And what this means is that I was asking the mother of the day and everybody here that when last did you use your checkbook or your passbook? No, we are not using them again. There has been transformation in banking sector. But educational sector is always the slowest or the slowest to absorb transformation. And we must change. Well, what I want us to know is that I'm preparing background so that we understand, we will be able to agree with me. What I'm saying is that transformation is already here. We must key into it. But in the banking sector, are there still fraud? Do we see fraud in the banking sector? It has even increased, but the service delivery has improved. You can stay in your house and access banking services. For example, my bank is here in Laute, but I've not been there for the past 3 years, even for the past 5 years, but I've been transacting. So I want us to view it in that way. That's the transformation I'm talking about. Okay, thank you. We can go to the next point. Third slide, so that we know why are we having problem with not scaling up. There are a lot of bottlenecks. We know funnel. Funnel has a wide opening and has a smaller aperture. It means that more people want to come in. There is problem of demand and supply naturally for educational institutions coming in. But we are also putting some other restrictions, constraints, and the first one is institutional capacity. Yes, if you want to have adequate institutional capacity, for example, this university, we will need more than twice the existing staff and faculty members. Do we agree with that? Because we want to handle this number that is coming. Then we have regulatory iron wall, which we don't want to change. But world has actually moved. We must embrace change. And then the third one is infrastructural deficit. I agree that we may not have enough laboratories, we may not have enough workshops, and that's why I have the opinion that instead of establishing more universities, we should establish more workshops, more laboratories. But somebody will say, how will you establish more laboratories? How will you establish more workshops without establishing more universities? Follow with me and we'll find out as we move on how that can be done. So it's clear that we have an opportunity that we can use blended learning to do so that this bottleneck, this funnel, we can increase it. Because my goal is that Nigeria should become
exporter or expat. We should also become expatriates. Who does not want to become an expatriate in Nigeria? Yes. So we should be exporting talent, and that is what should be important to us in Nigeria at this stage. So why are we having this bottleneck? These are the bottlenecks, and we in this hall, we have government policy, we have policy makers, we have administrators, we have lecturers, we have professors. We in this hall, and we also have NSC, we have Apwen. We are the ones creating these bottlenecks. We are the problem. We are the ones creating this bottleneck. Fine, this bottleneck is good if there is no challenge. And the challenge we have is population growth, population explosion. If you go to the next slide, we'll see that we need to act quickly. Next slide, thank you. We need to act quickly because the population is actually growing. It's growing tremendously. Critical shortage of skill. We are talking about skill mismatch, but there is also critical shortage of skill that we need to assess. Industrial stagnation. Industries are folding up. This one is a kind of egg and chicken problem because industries are folding up, factories are folding up, but we need more. And we are saying we need more experts. We need more professionals. So systemic blockage is also there through that corner that I showed us. Then the next one is the population of Nigeria is very, very important. It's not a problem, but it's actually a challenge that we can turn to for the solution to solve that problem. Because you cannot say, currently we have over 250 estimates, our population. 250 million is massive. And then when you compare that to the whole of Africa, Africa has 604 million people. It means Nigeria is almost half of the population, half of Africa, population of Africa. But if we don't do something, then there will be problem. If you have been to public, if you have been to big cities, go to Lagos, go to Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt, you will see what I'm talking about. And not only that, because this population will continue to grow. Because currently, the birth rate of Nigeria is 7.5 million per year. And that is even more than when you combine the whole of Europe, you combine Russia together, and that is almost a quarter of the land mass of the whole world. So, how do we manage? So it's important that we do something. We want to expand, we want to produce more professionals. Are we not ready to produce more professionals? Qualified ones. So we want to. Next slide, please. So blended learning gives us that solution. And when I'm talking about blended learning, it does not mean that we are removing the practical aspects. It's not a shortcut, but it's a strategic way of solving some of our problems. Adoption pathway. These are some of the professional programs, professional fields, medicine, engineering, law. But let's take the case of medicine. Clinical years. You can use blended learning to do that. But the clinical years from years 3 to 6 will be in person. In person, practical, thorough. And then what do we do? But the regulator is very, very rigid. They are not shifting forward. When you come to engineering, theoretical modules can be delivered fully online. Yes, thermodynamics, mathematics, and metrics. But you can even do more with simulation, with virtual reality. It means we can do more. Then practical lab can be done at regional physical hubs, equipped with 3D printing cards. What I'm saying in this point is that we must innovate. Are we seeing the problem? What we have can also go wrong. But the truth is that a student from ABU cannot come to LAUTECH to do his practical. Is it possible? It's possible. Alright, that's very, very interesting. It's not possible. Yeah, because it is possible logically, but operationally, we are not allowing that. As a vice chancellor, I've written to some institutions who wanted to use their labs. The response was not repeated. Oh, it's not sufficient for us. It's not this. expert in OBE, but to the letter, we can achieve that. Then institutional usability. The institution must also transition to distributed laboratories, distributed services, must have distributed locations. Some universities have multi-campus, but most time we feel that that's fragmentation of resources, but it is not. When you remove the political aspect from there. The third one is technological usability. We must be familiar with Nigeria, what we have in terms of our infrastructure, quality of science, quality of service. It must be bandwidth, low bandwidth first, and digital first. Low bandwidth and digital first. We must be thinking in terms of technology. It's very, very important. The third one is regulatory usability. I would like to appeal to NSC and Apwen to engage with the regulator with this information and say, look, what do we do? Where do we find ourselves in the next 10 years? Usually when you look at strategic plans of most universities, they are usually in 4 or 5 years. We should be planning for 10, 20 years. And when we're able to plan for 10, 20 years, we will see the picture. This is what is happening. How do we solve the problem? So if we're able to follow this, great. Thank you for putting this. This is an example of distributed hub. This is what is being designed for the State University. What happens is that the pro-chancellor is trying to fund this project. And what it means is that you can have technology and innovation center where students, whether students of that university, students of University of Nigeria, can go to and have access to all these labs, robotics, artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing, within one single complex. This is a type of project I'm talking about. That individuals can also, groups of people, associations can design and develop, and there is big market for it. Like I mentioned, there is business behind the business of education, and we should be thinking in this direction. Next slide, please. Yeah, I want to talk about graduate outcomes for the OBE. There are 12 graduate outcomes, and among those 12 graduate outcomes, at least 6 of them can be delivered through blended learning. If you look at them, engineering knowledge, we can deliver it through blended learning. Problem analysis through problem learning. The engineer and society can also be delivered through blended learning. Environment and sustainability, and so on and so forth. But there are those that we cannot deliver through blended learning. Next slide. We see them now. Design and development. You cannot do this totally through blended learning because it requires physical fabrication, prototype. You cannot do this fully blended learning. Then, investigation must be done in person. Though some can be done remotely. You can see that things are changing. You can even use some specialized equipment to monitor, to investigate. But students should also go through in-person laboratory equipment. The model 2 usage involves heavy workshop machinery. All these are things that we cannot do through blended learning. So it means that we must be ready to embrace this development. Blended learning to support what we are doing. Let me tell us one thing that is very, very critical. Do we all agree that in this age, as parents or as grandparents, you cannot train your children with only in-person training? You must also get virtual training. You want them to survive and you want them to succeed. The same thing is happening to education. Because the students we are talking about, they are no longer, they have short attention span. Very, very short attention span. And you must meet them in their own field if we really want. It's not that they are not brilliant, but they are distracted so much. And that is the key. And we must key into that to help them. What is here is that we must help them in this age. Next slide, please. So, framework for implementation. There are 5 frameworks for implementation. And the first one is hybrid accreditation pitch. We have not been doing that in Nigeria, but we should be business. But when you are graduating students, there is no way for them to go, no place for them to work. And that's what we are doing at Viva. We are creating what is called job pipeline. We're investing in some industries, probably to get 10%, startup organization, 10% equity from those organizations, and we have a mandate. 10% of your staff, of your recruitment, must come from graduates of Viva. So that means we already have space, pipeline to push our graduates to. And that means it's now left for us as university to ensure that we train our graduates to the level required by the industry. And the industry is also saying, look, these are the requirements we want from the graduates. So we have to meet at that point. And something else that we are not doing very well is professor of practice, bringing experts from industry. Every member of NSC, they are not professors. Or are they professors? It's just because of this brand. But why are we not bringing them into the university? Why are we not developing complex, industrial complex within the university? Most time we say money, but let me tell you, there is fund around. Funds are available in Nigeria. It's just to know how to attract it, how to connect with it. And that is just the beauty about this. We must be ready to solve problems. So these are what is there. And then quality assurance must be continuous. It's not just once. Because most of what we do is we do window dressing. So Vice Chancellor, it's window dressing we do most times. And we should not be doing that. At this age. Next slide. Yes. What I'm proposing is not strange and it's not new. And I want to give us some case studies. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are with me, how many continents are on the screen? How many continents are on the screen? 5, 4. No, continents. Like Africa, Europe, America, Asia. Yes. India is Asia. US is America. And UK is Europe. So we have 4. Alright. So thank you. I just wanted to get our attention. So what this is saying is that the purpose of this is that what is happening with blended learning across the globe. Deliberately I did not put China here because they have solved this problem on their own using blended learning for training professionals. Now when you look at South Africa, there is a university there, UNISA. First, when you hear about UNISA, you will know it's actually a blended learning and open university. Once you go in, because it's already entrenched, it's already embedded into the fabric of South Africa. And for law, they are doing law using blended learning. Engineering, yes, but some mandatory residency program. And then when you look at medicine, no, health sciences, and yes, for not for doctor but allied health, yes, and the purpose is that how do we turn the green to yellow? Sorry, how do we turn the red to yellow and turn it to green? And that is what we should be focusing on as a country to solve our problem, the population problem. For example, you look at Nigeria, law, engineering, no, medicine, no, agriculture, yes, nursing, restricted.
come together. We must synergize together as government. Those distributed hubs, labs, workshops, universities may not be able to fund it. So government must be ready to fund infrastructure. Fund it once. Instead of funding full universities, fund infrastructures. Then universities driving pedagogy. How do you ensure that students are actually learning authentically? They are doing authentic assessment. That is what should be the goal of the university. In this age of AI, a student can be in his room and give you AI content and solve the problem for you. So we must be ahead of the students in this age. Next is the regulators. The regulator must be open-minded and say, okay, how do we solve this problem? This problem is coming. The problem of population, it has not exploded now, but it's going to explode. Because more people, young people, they also want to give birth. Is it not so? So we are not likely going to reduce that. We must find solution to that. The industry, providing placement, clinics, modern laboratories, and hub. But can industry alone do it? We must come together. And institutions must be ready to invest also in industry. Find special way, find special vehicle to invest in industry so that we'll not just be producing graduates. We go beyond that level. And that is what I'm talking about today. So blended learning, ladies and gentlemen, is not a compromise. It is a frontier for innovation and professional education that we must embrace as stakeholders, as professionals, as leaders. We must embrace this blended learning. Let us have open mind and say, look, why is it not possible? Let's try it. Because that's one of the key things that was imbibed in me as a student in Lautech. Everything is possible with God. You can do it. There's no problem difficult to say you cannot solve. And that is what I'm saying. Let's look at this as a problem, as a challenge that we can solve. Blended learning, technology has actually come to stay. We must be ready to embrace it. And the future that we are looking ahead, the future is already here. We are already living in the future. It's not that something that is coming. So, next slide, please. So, I want to say thank you. Firstly, I said some of the appreciation that my making, my being where I am, my being able to come here and talk to you, I'm not the best, but it's privilege. And it is what you people have given to me. You have supported me. Even little advice, suggestions. I remember as director, someone would say, director, do it like this, and so on and so forth. So I want to say thank you to Lautech, thank you to everyone, and we are going to prosper and excel. And I wish the executives a successful tenure. God will help you, God will support you, God will lift you up, and you will succeed. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much.
I'm sure that's a very much enjoyed inauguration lecture by the Vice Chancellor, Miva Open University, Engineer Professor Tayo Arulogun. Thank you so much for the wonderful lecture, sir. Before we move ahead, let's recognize the presence of the fourth chairman of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, Engineer Professor A.A. Adegbola. You are welcome, sir. Thank you so much. This is a very unique branch where you will have all the past chairmen supporting the current chairman. We are proud of that. Thank you so much for coming, sir. We move forward to the citation of the 6th branch chairman of NSC, Ogbomoso branch, and that will be taken by Engineer Dr. A.A. Suleiman. Engineer Dr. Suleiman, your attention is needed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol. May I request that my chairman, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke, to stand and come to the podium as I read our citation. Thank you. Citation of Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke. Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke holds B.Tech Honors Chemical Engineering, M.Tech Chemical Engineering, Computer Science, sorry. B.Tech Computer Engineering, M.Tech Computer Science, and PhD Computer Science as the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, Oyo State, Nigeria. She joined the defunct Computer Science and Engineering Department in 2001 as graduate assistant and steadily rose to the rank of full professor in 2018. She has served in the department in various capacities: student level advisor, assistant examination officer, two-time examination officer between 2007 to 2009 and 2012 to 14, three-time postgraduate coordinator, which she is till date. She was the acting head of Department of Computer Engineering from August 2019 to July 2021. She served as the Deputy Director of Lautech Information and Communication Technology, LICT Center, between 2023 and 2024. She also served on various committees at the departmental, faculty, and university level. She has been one of the managing editors of the Lautech Journal of Engineering and Technology, LAUJET, since 2024 till date. Professor Alice Oke teaches excellently at both undergraduate and postgraduate level. She has successfully supervised 5 PhDs, 16 Masters of Technology students, and a couple of other postgraduate students. Please give her a round of applause. She has over 70 publications in reputable journals and learned conferences at local and international level. Our research interests are in the areas of pattern recognition, signal and image processing, machine learning, and hardware system design. She is an active member of National Association of Women Academics, NAWAC's Lautech chapter, where she has served as Welfare Secretary, Treasurer, and currently the Vice President of the association. Please give her a round of applause. Engineer Professor Oke was a pioneer Vice Chairman of Apwen between 2019 to 2021 Ogbomoso chapter, and the second Chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter between 2021 to 2023. Her position as the Chairman of Apwen made her champion the advancement of women and female undergraduates in engineering profession and female students in public secondary schools in the 5 local government areas within Ogbomoso land. Engineer Professor Alice Oke has also extended her academic prairies to some universities: Universities of Ilorin, Obafemi Awolowo University, University of Ibadan, Federal University Oye-Ekiti, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ekiti State University, Elizade University, Ondo State, Ajayi Crowther University, in teaching, assessing postgraduate students as well as external examiner. She deserves a round of applause. It's not easy to achieve this. She is also, thank you very much, she is also a registered engineer with COREN and a member of the following professional bodies: Computer Professional Council of Nigeria, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Nigerian Computer Society, the Association of Professional Women Engineers. She has served as the Nigerian Society of Engineers Ogbomoso branch in various capacities: the Welfare Officer between 2015 to 2016, Assistant Technical Secretary, the Financial Secretary, General Secretary, Vice Chairman, and ex officio 2 between 2023 to 2025. and currently she is the first female chairman of NSE Ogbomoso branch, and she is also the first in Oyo State for now. Her impact was also felt at the national level, being the member of NLC Welfare Committee in 2021, and she is currently the chairman of Business Role and Committee of NSE Council. Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke is a Christian, a lover of God, and an ordained pastor under the Great Gaze Christian Church, Ogbomoso. I present to you my chairman, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke Oke. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. The chairman of the occasion, NSC President, please permit me to invite the immediate past chairman and the host of today's event, Engineer Professor Samson Olakunle Ojoawu, FNSC, to administer the oath of office to the chairman-elect.
The president of Nigerian Society of Engineers, ably represented by Engineer Ayotunde Ogunaike. Distinguished guests, you could see as I was coming out, I was adjusting this medal very well because it's the last moment that I'll be using this medal before transmitting the medal to the new chairman. And I want to sincerely thank all of you once again for the great privilege you have given me to serve. We have the first female chairman of NSC Ogbomoso before us, and we are so happy for this. And I think you also remember the first chairman that transmitted power to the first female chairman. So, at this moment, I think I'll request the first spouse in the branch to come and assist in putting this medallion on the female chairman. Dr. Mrs. Ojua will please come so that you can decorate properly the new chairman of the branch. So, it is the moment that we have all been waiting for. And at this time, okay, are we all right? Let's be where everybody will see so that they know that the medallion has been properly transferred to the new chairman. So at this moment, I am transferring this medallion to the 6th chairman of the Ogbomoso branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Thank you. It's now going, and now gone. Okay. Thank you. So you turn on. Let us bring them. It's gone already. Thank you. Thank you. So, I have the permission of the president's representative to administer the oath of office on our new chairman. So, what's your name here?
Hi, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I shall bear true allegiance
that I shall bear true allegiance
to the memorandum and articles of association
to the memorandum and articles of association
of the Nigerian Society of Engineers
of the Nigerian Society of Engineers
and abide by the codes of practice of engineering,
and abide by the codes of practice of engineering,
that as the chairman of NSC Ogbomoso branch,
NSC Ogbomoso branch,
that is the Valiant branch, I shall faithfully and diligently discharge my duties
I shall faithfully and diligently discharge my duties
and responsibilities without fear or favor.
without fear or favor.
So help me God.
So help me God.
This pronouncement is being made on behalf of the president. I, Engineer Professor Samson Olakunle Ojuawo, FNSC, on behalf of the president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Ali Masuya Rabiu, FNSC MFR, by the grace of God and the common will of the Nigerian engineers, by the powers vested in the president, do hereby invest on you the medallion of the office as the 6th chairman of the NSA Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, this day, 31st of March 2026, to the glory of God and to the advancement of engineering and to the service of humanity. Congratulations. Please, all the past chairmen here, starting from the pioneer chairman, the second chairman, please join me here to welcome the latest chairman of Ogbomoso branch. Professor Yelade, the pioneer chairman, Professor Onowume, the second chairman, Engineer Adelino, the third chairman, Professor Adegbola, the fourth chairman. Please, thank you. They are all fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Congratulations. I'm doing this so that it will not be Ojuawo that gave power to the female. All of us are giving the power to the female. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you very much. Okay, group photograph. Okay. Group photograph. Please, a round of applause for the NSC President's representative as he joins us. Thank you, sir. The Apwen President also around. Thank you, ma.
Please, ma. The VC representative, please join them, ma. You can come, ma.
Okay, the Vice Chancellor's representative. The Vice Chancellor's representative, Professor A.S. Ebijua, the University Librarian. Thank you. Thank you.
Branch Chairman, present Ibadan, Oyo. Branch Chairman, please. Oluyole, past Chairman, please come. All the branch chairmen present. Engineer Ojedele, Engineer Adeniyi, FNSC. Please, thank you, sir. Division Chairman, Nimeki Chairman, NI Safety Chairman, Engineer Professor Joawo Ajayi Oba, please join them, sir. Engineer Professor Mudashiru. The guest lecturer, sir, please join them, sir. Engineer J.S. Adebayo, please. Guest lecturer, sir, please join them, sir. The Dean, Faculty of Engineering, sir. The father of the day, Engineer Professor Olajide and Daddy Evangelist Doyin Olayiwola. The mother of the day, Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi. Please join them afterwards. Fathers and mother of the day, please. Are we okay? Fathers and mother of the day. Okay. Appoint chairman. All right. Before you go, ma, please stay. The rector, Federal Polytechnic Ayede, and the chairman, Ogbomoso South Local Government, please step up for the photographs, ma. Sirs. Thank you, sir. The rector, the former rector, Federal Polytechnic Ayede, Engineer Taufik Adekunle Abdulhamid, FNSC, and Honorable OOT. The 4 awardees. All right. Engineer AP Alamu, please join them, sir. The representative of Barrister Suleiman, sir, Honorable Chief Oyewale, please join them, sir. The representative of Engineer Ademola Agoro, please, if you are around, you can join. The representative of the registrar, please join them, ma. All right. Engineer Professor Omidiora, please, you are requested to join this speak. Thank you, sir. NAWAC's president, please. Professor Olani, NAWAC's president, please. And the former president, please, ma. Professor OOE Onawumi. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Please, I will call on the new chairman for the inauguration of the executives of Nigerian Society of Engineers Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, ma.
Thank you. I'd like to call on the General Secretary, Engineer Professor M.O. Aremu, FNSC. Please come forward. Engineer Professor Aru Abolade, Vice Chairman. Please come forward. Engineer Professor O.S. Olaniyan, FNSC. Engineer Dr. M.O. Fajobi, Publicity Secretary. Engineer Dr. A. Sulaiman, Financial Secretary. Engineer A.O. Oderilo, Assistant General Secretary. Engineer M.A. Ahmad, Assistant Technical Secretary. Engineer Professor O.S.O. Ojuawo, the IPC, Annex Official 1. Engineer J.O. Adeyanju, S Official 2. Engineer S.O.A. Akinola, Technical Secretary.
Please let us be faster.
So you read after me. Hi, engineer, mention your name. Do solemnly swear that I shall bear true allegiance to the memorandum and articles of Association of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and abide by the codes of practice of engineering. That as you put your office there, of NSC Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, I shall faithfully and diligently discharge my duties and responsibilities without fear or favor. So help me God. So congratulations. Congratulations, 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 congratulations. Thank you. The president will congratulate every one of you.
We will listen to the inaugural speech of the new branch chairman.
Good afternoon, distinguished and eminent personalities. The protocol is actually long, but permit me to recognize the president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, ably represented by Engineer Ayotunde Ogunoike, FNSC, and the president of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Engineer Chinyere Inena Igwegbe. All other protocols duly observed. Today, we witness the fulfillment of the Holy Scripture. A man can receive nothing unless it has been given to him from heaven. And so, first and foremost, I return all glory to the Almighty God, the giver of life, the source of wisdom, the sustainer of strength, for making this day a reality. Glory be to his holy name. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense gratitude and deep humility that I warmly welcome you to this auspicious occasion, my inauguration as the 6th chairman, alongside the executive committee of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch. Your presence here today is not taken for granted. It's a mark of honor, a show of love, and has truly added color and meaning to this occasion. For this I say thank you. Today, I stand on shoulders of giants, acknowledge the grace of God upon the founding fathers and mothers of this valiant branch, especially Engineer Professor Joe Olajide, Father of the Day, who served as Dean when this branch was birthed on July 15, 2025. The pioneer chairman, Engineer Professor Ojo Yelade, and the pioneer executive members. Your sacrifices, resilience, vision have become the solid foundation upon which we stand today. I also honor my predecessors, distinguished leaders who did not just occupy this office, but strengthen it. Engineer Professor Naomi, FNSC, Engineer Deniron, FNSC, Engineer Professor Adegbola, FNSC, and Engineer Professor Ojoawo, FNSC, the immediate past chairman. Thank you for your mentorship, for your guidance, and for handing over not just a position, but a legacy. To the entire Valiant branch, I say a heartfelt thank you for the confidence you have reposed in me. Today, as I stand before you, having taken the oath of office as the 6th chairman and the first female chairman of this branch, I'm not taking this responsibility lightly, but with a deep sense of duty, clear sense of purpose, and an unwavering commitment to service. So with the support of this dynamic executive committee and the cooperation of every member, we will not merely continue the work, we will elevate it. We will build on the legacy of the past and will position this branch for a stronger, more impactful future by the grace of God. Our administration, we focus on clear strategic priorities. We will align with the NSC strategic framework, keying into the reset NSC agenda. We will strengthen collaborations with institutions, industries, because engineering thrives on partnership. We will reinvigorate our meetings, making them hubs of innovation, knowledge sharing, and professional growth. And there are 7 points agenda. I will take the last one. And importantly, we will complete the construction that has started, which is the NSC Ogbomoso branch secretariat. On this note, I sincerely appreciate every contribution made towards the secretariat project, especially through Operation Lay 10 Blocks. This is more than a project. It is a symbol of unity, vision, and future. To our distinguished girls, elders, fellows, and friends, permit me to say, with humility and sincerity, like Oliver Twist, we ask for more. And we trust that God, in his abundance, will continue to bless and replenish you in Jesus' name. To our dear guests of honor, fathers and mothers of the day, awardees, and our esteemed guest speaker, thank you for your presence, sacrifice, and contributions to this occasion. Your support strengthens us. Your presence encourages us, and your words inspire us. I also extend my deep appreciation to the leadership of the Nigerian Society of Engineers at all levels, national, southwest, Agbole. Your guidance continues to shape and strengthen our profession. Special appreciation to my co-Oyo State Chairman, Engineer Ojedele, Engineer Busari, Engineer Deniyi. God bless you, sirs. I felicitate with Engineer Professor Fumilolani Lola Oshuolale on our inauguration as the 4th Apwen chairman. Having worked closely with you, I'm confident that together we will advance the cause of engineering, especially for women and the next generation. To my organs, colleagues, friends, professional associates, supervisees, especially my secondary school alumni association, Temidire High School, Olodi Apapa, Lagos, represented here. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support, encouragement, and belief in me. To the Spouses Forum Chairman, Dr. Olubumi Titilayo Ojuawo, thank you for accepting to hold the fort. To the Young Engineers Forum, to be inaugurated today, thank you for the valiant act to advance this profession with youthful vigor and innovation. To my family, your sacrifices, prayers, unwavering support have made this journey possible. To my spiritual mentor and faith community, thank you for investing in my life. And to everyone who has contributed in one way or another, may God richly reward you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a new administration, it is a chapter of purpose, progress, and impact. So on behalf of the new executive team, accept this mandate with humility, courage, and determination. And with your prayers, cooperation, and support, we will build, grow, and excel in Jesus' name. Together, we will take NSC Ogbomoso branch to greater heights. I wish you a safe journey to your respective destinations. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Ma. Please, before you leave, the representative of the Vice Chancellor has to attend to a very important matter. And before she leaves, please permit me to call on the President of Nigerian Solar Engineers, represented by Engineer Ayotunde Ogunaiki, to present her the award for the Vice Chancellor.
The Nigerian Site of Engineers Ogbomoso branch, aka the Valiant branch, award of excellence to be presented to Professor R.O. Rom Kalilu, the Vice Chancellor of LAUTECH, in recognition of your selfless service and support to the Valiant branch. This day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026, the Chairman of NSC Ogbomoso branch, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke-Oke.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want Professor Oshuolale to be on his feet. Okay, to come to the podium as I read the citation. Let's clap our hands for him. Professor Fumilayo Oshuolale is a professor of process system engineering in the Department of Chemical Engineering at Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, LAUTECH, Ogbomoso. She obtained her BTech from LAUTECH in 1999, M-Science and M.Phil in Process Integration from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife in 2006 and 2011 respectively. MSc and PhD in Process Integration from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, 2006 and 2011 respectively, and second PhD in Chemical Engineering with specialization in Process Modeling and Optimization from Newcastle University, UK in 2015. Professor Oshuolale began her academic career at Ladoke Akintola University of Technology in 2004 and became a full professor in 2022 with over 20 years of teaching and research experience. Our research focuses on process integration, energy systems, applied thermodynamics, and optimization of energy system, including bioenergy, biofuels, and hydrogen production. She has authored over 60 publications and presented at numerous national and international conferences. If you are clapping, let's do it well for her. She has received multiple awards and fellowships, including the Commonwealth Scholarship UK, Fulbright Visiting Scholar USA, and US Government Exchange Alumni Award. Our international engagement facilitated an MOU between LAUTECH and University of Utah, USA. Let's do it better. Professor Oshuolale is a registered engineer with current and a member of several professional bodies, including NSC, NSC-CHE, AICHE, CIC, OWSD, and SWE in USA. She is also the first female coordinator of NSC-CHE Research and Education Sectorial Group between 2023 and 2025. She has contributed to STEM and women's empowerment programs, including mentoring young girls in secondary schools and coordinating initiatives such as empowering women in academia to achieve leadership roles and care for menstrual health. Professor Oshuolale is married to Professor Olukorede Michael Oshuolale, a devoted Christian who integrates her faith into her life and work, and they are blessed with wonderful children. I want you to join me to clap our hands as we welcome Professor Funmilayo Oshuolale, our new Apwen chairman.
We now call the IPC for her.
Good afternoon once again. This is the inauguration of the 4th Ogbomoso chapter chairman from 2025 to 2027. So I am the outgoing chairman. Fellow and members of the Executive Council of the Great Nigerian Society of Engineers, executive and members of Apwen, members of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular privilege and great honor to conduct the inauguration of the 4th chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter today, 31st of March 2026. My chairman, may I request you to so Engineer Professor Funmilayo Oshuolale, MNSC, MNSCHE, you are duly elected by common consensus among members of the chapter as the chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter from 2025 to 2027. So as the chapter chairman of this chapter, it will be your duty to attend and preside over all the meetings of the executive committee, ordinary general meetings, and annual general meetings of the chapter, as may be conveyed by you through the secretary attend all council meetings, town hall meetings, conferences, and execute your responsibilities as outlined in the Constitution. Then organize competitions and other educational STEM activities as may be guided. Acting always to promote the objective of Apwen, uphold and defend its memorandum and articles of the association. So having the Apwen Constitution as your guide, enhance the prestige of Apwen and promote the general welfare of the members in the chapter and consequently Nigeria at large. Will you fulfill the obligations to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will. By the grace of God.
Okay. Then over to you.
I, Engineer Professor Fumilayo Nilola Oshiolale, MNSC, MNSCHE, by the grace of God and common will of members of this chapter, solemnly and sincerely pledge before all here present to serve and lead Apwen Ogbomosho chapter in my capacity as chairman with dignity and honor, to strive to the best of my ability to promote harmony within the engineering profession and family, to enhance the capacity, welfare, and interest of all Apwen members in my service to this chapter, nation, and humanity, to uphold and defend the memorandum and articles of association of Apwen, and to have the Apwen Constitution as my guiding rule. I shall not use my position to lord over any. So help me God.
Okay. The next thing is to place the medallion to the new chairman. So before I do that, chapter chairman of Ilorin, Oyo, Osogbo, Ibadan, please come nearer. No, so that. I will place the medallion to her neck now. So, I wish. What is it? Okay. Okay, going. This thing is heavy.
Let us welcome the new chairman with a round of applause. Let's celebrate her.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
The chairman.
So, all the chairman, chapter chairs.
Elisha, Ilorin, Ibadan.
Congratulate you.
The Southwest Zonal Chairman. The President, Apwen.
My president, come over.
The Pioneer Apwen Chairman. Apwen Ogbomosho Chapter. Engineer Professor Afolabi. The NSC President. The father and mother of the day for Apwen. The distinguished special guests for Apwen. Representative of Professor Ibrahim Adeyonju, as Professor Abbas Alade, please join them. Sir. So that picture map. Immediately after the picture, the new chairman will administer the oath of office to the new executive of Apwen, Ogbomoso chapter. Congratulations, ma. Congratulations.
All Apwen executive members, please come to the podium.
Immediately after the
Vice
inauguration,
Chairman Professor Laoye,
we'll be giving
the
awards.
General Secretary Professor Aremu, the Assistant General Secretary Engineer Ajayi, the Treasurers Engineer James, PRO, Dr. Akinwumi. Please, all Apwen executives come over right away to the podium now. The Technical Secretary, Engineer Dr. Suleiman, Assistant Technical Secretary, Engineer Biola, Welfare Secretary, Engineer Dr. Popoola, Financial Secretary, Engineer Blessed Agbola, Auditor, Engineer Professor Shemire. Please, everyone come over to the podium now. Dear ESCO members of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter, please listen attentively and answer appropriately. Have you come here today for the inauguration ceremony on your own free will and accord? Are you willing to be administered with the oath of inauguration of this association and be formally admitted as an executive member of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter?
Yes, I am willing and ready.
Do you, having become an executive member of Ogbomoso chapter, solemnly swear that you will defend and uphold at all times the constitution of the association and accept as final and binding all decisions of the Apwen Ogbomoso chapter executive or council of the association on all matters dealt with by her in accordance with the provision of the Apwen constitution?
Yes, I
Do you promise to execute your responsibilities as contained in the constitution without bickering or incessant excuses?
Yes, I
Do you promise to attend all chapter executive meetings, ordinary general meetings and AGM, Apwen International Conference and AGM, town hall meetings, undertake and promote the objectives of Apwen at all times?
Yes, I
Do you promise to conduct yourself always on all engineering matters in accordance with Apwen's laid down code of conduct?
Yes, I
Do you promise to look after the interests and welfare of your fellow female engineers or female engineering student members of Apwen?
Yes, I do.
Do you promise to meet all your obligations financially and otherwise stated and serve us selflessly to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Please insert your name as you read the oath.
I, Rebecca Olaoye, have before everyone present at this ceremony, pledge and sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution of Apwen, to conduct my engineering practice with sincerity, fairness, and show of fairness in the fellow engineers. As I execute my duty, so help me God.
May God help us all. Please kindly fill in this form and submit it to the General Secretary at the end of this program. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Let's congratulate them.
Congratulations.
This is a new set of
Congratulations.
Apwen executives for Ogbomoso chapter.
Etioti.
Please, the President, Apwen, and the dignitaries on the high table, let's congratulate them.
Congratulations.
Let's congratulate them. Congratulations. Next up will come for the awards for our distinguished awardees.
Let's quickly take a snapshot with the President. Thank you, ma. Thank you.
I'm just buying.
Thank you, sir.
Engineer Mahmoud, please. Your attention is needed here.
Let's come around. Please, let's move around us. You are disturbing now. Thank you.
All right. The NSC chairman, please remain on the podium as I call the executive chairman of Ogbomoso South Local Government, Honorable Oyedokun Oyeniyi Timothy, to receive his award.
Your inauguration message.
The award will be presented Please, the chairman of Ogbomoso South Local Government, please step forward for your award and goodwill message. The award will be presented by the representative of the President of the Nigerian School of Engineers, Engineer Ayotunde Ogunoiki.
I'm waiting for you.
The Nigerian Society of Engineers Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, award of appreciation presented to Honorable Oyedokun Oyeniyi Timothy as a guest of honor at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026, by Engineer Professor A.O. Oke, MNSC branch chairman. Congratulations, sir.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here this afternoon. While I was growing up, like every mother, my mother had the kind of jobs she wanted her children to do, like a vision of what they will be in the future. And for me, it happened that she wanted me to either be a doctor or an engineer. That was for me. And even while I was growing, I knew that I would definitely not be an engineer. And over the years, we kept moving. And when Prof invited me for the program, I woke up this morning and I said to my mother, even though she's no more, I said, Mom, I'm not an engineer, but today engineers have made me guest of honor in their meeting. So I'm very honored to be here today, and I'm proud of everything that is going on. And for all the new executives that have been inaugurated today, I wish you a very successful tenure. Even though while I was sitting there, one other politician there was asking me, was it consensus or they voted? I said it doesn't matter. So thank you, it's an honor, and for the Secretariat to support to make sure that it's a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My inauguration address, I will be snappy about it because we are being conscious of time. I stand here before you today with a heart overflowing with gratitude. My journey into the engineering profession from a wider undergraduate here at LAUTECH from 1992 to 1998 to minerals training grants and professional practices within and outside Nigeria, and now to the exalted position of the chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso chapter, has been a testament to the grace of God. I am what I am by the grace of God, and it is His hand that has optimized my path through every process of life. To Him alone be all glory. I want to sincerely appreciate the Association of Apwen for the trust reposed in me. I have served this chapter in numerous capacities, and I'm grateful to God that I am here standing as the chairman, which I'm receiving this mantle with a clear sense of purpose and a deep commitment to our shared vision. The vision that birthed Apwen in 1982 and culminated in the establishment of this chapter in 2019. I am committed to continue in the steps of our past chairman, Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi, Engineer Professor Oke, and Engineer Professor Onifade. Our vision is clear: to be the catalyst for the advancements of women in the engineering profession towards national and global technological development. I stand here today aware of the weight of this responsibility, and I promise to honor it with integrity and passion and relentless dedication. Our first objective is to continuously increase awareness that engineering is a career for girls. We will improve the strength of female engineers. We will reach the girl child before society will tell her that mathematics is too hard or that engineering helmet doesn't come in her size. This we will do by continuing with our girls in STEM outreach and then by support for female engineering students. Apwen also exists to encourage women to achieve professional excellence, and we will continue in this capacity. My dear newly inaugurated executive members and all chapter members, this that I have iterated is our collective calling. We must work hand in hand together to bring this dream from conception to reality. We need your ideas, knowledge, and connections on the table. Let us be challenged to build an association that is not just a professional body, but a movement that glorifies God and advances the nation and blesses humanity. I cannot end this speech without my heartfelt gratitude to everyone that is here today. I appreciate the NSC president, and I appreciate the Apwen president, Engineer Chinyere Inena Igwegbe, FNSC. It is a great honor to have you here today. Thank you so much, ma. The chief host of today, the VC, and all our distinguished guests, I appreciate you all. We appreciate our guest speaker. I must, as a matter of necessity, appreciate the mother of the day, Dickiness Abose de Elegbede. Thank you so much, ma. I'm immensely grateful for this honor. All our dear guests of honor, Professor Ibrahim Adeyanju, Professor Bola Ojewola, Mr. Murita Aladekileko, and Mrs. Olayinka Balogun, we appreciate your presence. In fact, your presence here represents the diverse support system that Apwen needs to function. I sincerely want to appreciate all our awardees, Engineer Dr. Peter Alamu, Engineer Adeolu Idowu, Engineer Professor Temitope Odetoye, and Engineer Debayo Adeyinka. Equally, let me acknowledge and celebrate the main host of today, my dear sister engineer Professor Alice Oke, the first female chairman of NSC Ogbomoso branch, who is and the second chairman of Apwen Ogbomoso. Thank you so much. Equally appreciate all our past chairmen. Every member of Apwen, you are sincerely appreciated. The committee that planned this program, I appreciate you. Last but not the least is my family and support system. My beloved parents, Reverend Dr. and Evangelist Rufus, Bolanle Amuda, and all my siblings. I appreciate your love, devotion, and prayers. I equally I send my heartfelt gratitude to my beloved husband, our engineer Professor Olukorede Osholale, and my great girls, Tolutemi and Toby, for your love and support. Thank you for being my home, my peace, and my greatest pride. And praise ultimately to God, from whom all blessings flow. Thank you, and God Apwen, Ogbomoso chapter. Thank you. And right away, I want to call some of the awardees that we have to the podium for their respective award. We do not, because of time, we are so much short of time, so we are not going to be reading your citation. The citation is already there in our programs. So the first person I want to call to come and collect award, an award of excellence, is to the Association of from the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, to Engineer Professor Temitope Elizabeth Odetoye for exemplary leadership, mentorship, and impactful research in chemical engineering. As you see her, she's a trailblazer in academics. You can see her having something on her neck. This is 1992 set, of which I'm a part of chemical engineering. I must appreciate them. MNJ. So strong. For example, Ogbomoso chapter.
Thank you. Award of Excellence presented to you, Engineer Professor Temitope Elizabeth Odetoye, FNSC. Congratulations.
Now you shine for the world to see, a living sign of victory. Oh,
thank you. Another award of excellence is to Engineer Dr. Abimbola Peter Alamu, FNSC, for pioneering leadership and excellent contributions in Nigeria transportation safety. He's been engineering a safer Nigeria, and we want to acknowledge that and award this excellence. Engineer Peter Alamu is also an alumnus of LAUTECH. He finished is the 1991 set of Mechanical Engineering Department of LAUTECH here. Thank you. Engineer Dr. Peter Alamu, FNSC. The wife is coming. Please come. The wife is there. Thank you.
breaking barriers, opening the way. First female chairperson, we celebrate today. Our Professor Crown, your story proclaim. Glory and honor in your name.
Engineer Adeolu Ayangbade Idowu. Engineer Professor Oluda. This is an award of excellence to Engineer Adeolu Ayangbade Idowu for over 20 years of sterling contributions to the upstream oil and gas sector in Nigeria and abroad, a pillar of technical depth.
Thank you very much. At this juncture, I want the NSC president to please come. Sorry, we are disturbing your peace there. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, sir.
Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Ogbomoso Chapter, Award of Excellence, presented to Engineer Adeolu Ayangbade Idowu, MNSA. Over 20 years of steering contribution to the upstream oil and gas sector, a pillar of technical depth on the 31st March 2026. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ma. The Apwen president for presenting the awards. Please permit me to call on the former rector of the Federal Polytechnic, Ayede, Engineer Dr. Taufik Adekunle Abdulhamid, for his awards and goodwill message. The award will be presented by the NSC president, Representative Engineer Ayo Ogunoiki. You are welcome, sir. The rector, the former rector, has been with us since the beginning of the program, and we are honored to have you, sir.
Thank you. We are honored to have you here. The Nigerian Set of Engineers Ogbomoso Branch, aka the Valiant Branch, Award of Excellence, presented to Engineer Dr. T.A. Abdul Ahmed, a fellow of the Nigerian Set of Engineers, in recognition of your selfless service and support to the Valiant Branch. This day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026, by the chairman, Engineer Professor Alice Oluwafunke, chairman of NSC Ogbomoso Branch. Congratulations.
The one who speaks and it surely is said, from ashes to beauty he brought you through. This mighty testimony belongs to you.
Well, all protocols duly observed. I want to sincerely congratulate all the newly elected officers for the Nigerian Society of Engineers Valiant Branch, as well as Apwen, the Valiant Branch. It is my wish that every one of you are going to be up to the task, and you are going to bring both NSC as well as Apwen to greater heights. My prayer is that Almighty God in His infinite mercy will assist you to be able to succeed in all fronts. I want to publicly say again that the Nigerian Society of Engineers Valiant Branch, though my own branch is the Omoluabi branch, Osogbo branch from the beginning, but when I became director of Federal Polytechnic, the NSC Valiant Branch, they paid me a courtesy visit, and since that day, I have decided to be a dual member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So I'm a member of both Osogbo branch as well as Ogbomoso branch. Whether I'm in office or whether I'm in or out of the office of the rector, I still promise that I will do the needful as at when due. Congratulations. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We enjoyed a lot of his support in his tenure as the rector of the Federal Polytechnic Ayede. Thank you, sir. The next person I will call is Engineer Professor Tayo Arulogun,
the guest lecturer to receive his award, and it will be presented by the father of the day, Daddy Evangelist Doyin Olayiwola. Please.
This award of commendation is presented to Engineer Professor Tayo Arulogun as a guest speaker at the 6th branch chairman and executive committee inauguration ceremony this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026, on behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch.
Congratulations, sir. Professor Arulogun is the Vice Chancellor of MIVA Open University. MIVA Open University is a fast-rising open university in Nigeria, and he has blended technology with learning, as you learned in the guest lecture presented today. Really appreciate you, sir. Please, I would like to call on the representative of Barrister Dawood Suleiman as Honorable Chief Oyewale to receive his award on his behalf. Please, Father of the Day, please don't go yet, sir. Daddy Evangelist Olayiwola, please don't go yet, sir. You will present this award also. Honorable Chief Oyewale, you are welcome, sir. He is Representative Barrister Dawood A. Suleiman, JP. Barrister Suleiman.
This award of excellence is presented to Barrister Dawood A. Suleiman in recognition of your selfless service and support to the Valiant branch. This day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026, on behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch. Congratulations.
I don't know if the representative of Engineer Ademola Agoro is around. All right. Please, let me call on the former chairman of NSC, Oluyole branch, Engineer Oyerinde, FNSC, to receive this award on behalf of Engineer Ademola Agoro. Thank you, sir. Please, the award will be presented by Engineer Professor J.O. Olajide, the father of the day. Thank you, sir.
This award of excellence is presented by the Nigerian Society of Engineers branch, also known as the Valiant branch, to Engineer Ademola Agoro, FNSC, in recognition of your selfless service and support to the Valiant branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026. Congratulations.
Congratulations, sir. Engineer Ademola Agoro is a pillar of support for this branch and for so many branches across the whole federation. Congratulations, sir.
While the father of the day is still there, permit me to call on engineer Dr. A.P. Alamu to receive his award. He is receiving award from both sides today, owing to his immense contributions to the advancement of engineering in Ogbomoso as a whole, both to the NSC and to Apwen.
Yeah. This of appreciation is Engineer Dr. G. Peter Lamu, FNSC, by the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, also known as the Valiant branch, as a guest of honor at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March.
Next, I'll call on Mr. Matis Akinola, the CEO of Brent. All right. The CEO of Brent. Is to be presented the award by the guest lecturer, Engineer Professor Tayo Alulogun. Thank you, sir.
On behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, and I want to present an award of appreciation to Mr. Martins Akinola as a guest of honor at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026. Congratulations.
I'll crave your indulgence to wait to call the next awardee, Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi, our mother of the day.
I said you deserve more than this. Thank you. Most time we do appreciate ourselves. So on behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, I want to present this award of appreciation to Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi as Mother of the Day at the inauguration of the ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026. Congratulations, ma'am.
The Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Lautech, please step forward for your award, sir. Engineer Professor Z.K. Adeyemo, FNSE.
So I present this award on behalf of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, also known as the Valiant branch, an award of appreciation presented to Engineer Professor Z.K. Adeyemo as a guest of honor at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, 31st March 2026. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate you. Please, I'll call on Engineer Oladele Elnatan Fadipe, FNSE, is award to be received on his behalf by Engineer Said Adebare. Engineer Said Adebare, please step forward. We want you to receive this award on behalf of Engineer Oladele Fadipe. And the award will be presented by our mother of the day, Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi. Thank you, ma. Yes.
I present this award of appreciation to Engineer Oladele Fadipe, FNSE, as a guest of honor at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026. Accept my congratulations.
While you are still here, ma, please, you present this award on our behalf to the father of the day, our daddy, Evangelist Doyin Olayiwola, sir. Please step forward. Please step forward, sir. Mommy, okay, Highlands mommy is here. Please come to the podium, ma. A bird cannot fly with just one wing. Mommy, please, wherever you are, we are waiting for you, ma.
You are welcome, ma. I present this award of appreciation to you, sir, Evangelist Doyin Olayiwola, as father of the day at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch, this valiant branch, this day, Tuesday, 31st March 2026. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, ma.
We recognize the presence of the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Education, Osun State, Mr. Muritala Adekilekun K. Jimo. Please come to the high table, sir. You are welcome, sir. Mr. Muritala Adekilekun K. Jimo, PS, Ministry of Education, Osun State. Please, the IPC, the immediate past chairman, Engineer Professor Ojoawo. Please, your attention is needed, sir, to present the remaining awards. Engineer. No. Yes, sir. You will be presenting to the father of the day, Engineer Professor J.O. Olajide.
This award of appreciation is presented to Engineer Professor J.O. Olajide, MNSC, as father of the day at the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch this day, Tuesday, 31st of March, 2026. Congratulations, sir.
The representative of the president, sir, please, we need your attention to take this award on behalf of the president, Engineer Ali Mesuya Rabiu, FNSC, FAENG, MFR.
This award of appreciation is from the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Ogbomoso branch, the Valiant branch, and is presented to the president and the chairman of the council of NSC, Engineer Ali Masuya Rabiu, FNSC, FANG, FASCE, MFR. At the inauguration ceremony of the 6th chairman of the branch, this day, Tuesday, 31st of March 2026, under the chairmanship of Engineer Professor A.O. Oke, MNSC. Thank you very much. God bless you, our president.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you, sir. Please, representative of the old students of Temidire High School, please step forward for the presentation of award and your goodwill message for the chairman. The chairman, please hold on for just a minute. Temidire High School, Olodi, Apapa, Lagos. They came all the way from very far places to present this award to Mr. Ikechukwu, Mrs. Monsurat, and the others. They came with a lot of gifts for our chairman. Thank you so much. This is the last one.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Ikechukwu Isiguzo, and with me is Mr. Billy Aminu and Mrs. Monsurat Aleshiloye. Together, we represent Temidire High School Old Students Association, 1989 set. And we are here to present to Engineer Professor Alice Oke an award of merit because she has done the school nobly proud. Her achievements today and heights she has attained did not come as a surprise to us. Growing up back then, she was an outstanding student. She used to be the only female competing comfortably with the men then, or the males. And for her achievements, we have seen she has shown to the younger generations that with determination, hard work, goals, and focus, and resilience, one will surely attain and achieve whatever he or she has dreamt of. For that reason, we have come to present to her these items. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. Representatives of Old Students Association of Temidire High School, Olodi, Apapa, Lagos. Right about now, we go to the presentation of awards for Apwen. Presentation of awards for Apwen. And we'll do that without wasting time.
chairman.
Can you present it?
Hello, to be presented everyone mother of the day, Engineer Adekunle and then tó ti yẹ.
Mo fẹ́ wo Adékúnlé kún àbí Jimoh We want to present an excellent leadership award to our IPC, Engineer Professor Tawakalitu Bola Onifade, MNSC. And this will be presented by Mrs. Olubola, representing the registrar.
Mrs. Olubola.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm presenting this award to Engineer Professor Tawakalitu Bola Onifade for strategic vision, innovation, and driving the association's growth through excellence as the third chairperson of Apwen Ogumosho chapter.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. The next award goes to Engineer Professor T.J. Afolabi, our pioneer chairman, Apwen Ogumosho chapter. You are welcome, and this will be presented by the mother of the day. Yes. Our honorable mother of the day, Mama Dickness Abosede Emitapa. Elegbede, over to you, ma.
Engineer.
Engineer Professor Tinuade Jolade Afolabi for visionary guidance and exceptional leadership in establishing the foundation of Apwen Ogumosho chapter.
Congratulations, ma. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. The last one is presented to the only and first female NSC chairman in person of Engineer Professor Alice Olufunke Oke. This will be presented by Mr. Murtala Adekunle Jimoh. Over to you, sir.
Uh, this Pioneer in Leadership Award is presented to Engineer Professor Alice Olufunke Oke, MNSC, in recognition of your pioneering spirit and fearless pursuit of excellence as the first female chairman of Nigerian Society of Engineers Ogbomoso branch. Today, 31st March 2026. Congratulations, man. You are here. It's okay.
Congratulations, ma. That's all the awards, ma.
Yes, ma. Yes.
Please, the coordinator of Young Engineers Forum, Engineer Dr. A. Suleiman, and all the executive of YIFON, please step forward. Please, quickly, Engineer Dr. A. Suleiman and the YIFON executive, please step forward. Please, please, please. YIFON, please, follow your coordinator, come up. The executive, as quickly as possible. I'm not seeing movement, please.
Yes, do so. All right, please, I want to recognize Chemical Engineering 1992 sets of Lautech. Please come out. My set mates here. Chemical Engineering 1992 sets. Dr. Kafayat. You can see I'm just surrounded with professors. Professor Alade, Professor Dejobi, Professor Detoye. We are all Chemical Engineering 1992 sets. Thank you.
Please, YIFON executives, I need to see movement, please. Thank you. Please permit me, the IPC, Engineer Professor Eso Ojoawo, to inaugurate the coordinator of YIFON and the executive. YIFON is the Young Engineers Forum, and these are the pioneer executives for this branch.
Thank you very much. Just as you have been informed, we are inaugurating the Young Engineers Forum under the coordination of Engineer Dr. Sulaiman. So, you read after me and put your name appropriately. I do solemnly swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria, YEFON, and the Nigerian Society of Engineers, that as members of executive of YEFON Ogbomoso branch, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability and faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution, bylaws and guidelines of YEFON and of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, that I will always act in the best interest of integrity, unity, well-being, and sustainable development of YEFON Ogbomoso branch and its members, that I will strive to preserve, protect, and promote the aims and objectives of YIFON, particularly of development of young engineers through mentorship, capacity building, professional excellence, innovation, networking, and active participation in the engineering profession. That I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or decisions as members of the executives. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the rights and interests of all young engineers in Ogbomoso land. That I will strictly abide by the codes of ethics and conduct of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. That in all circumstances, I will do right to all members without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly reveal any confidential information that comes to my knowledge in the course of my duty, except as may be required for the proper discharge of my responsibilities. And lastly, that I will devote myself wholeheartedly to the service, growth, and progress of Young Engineers Forum of Nigeria, Ogbomoso branch. So help me God. I want to invite the president's representative to come and help us welcome them to the Young Engineers Forum. Please, a round of applause for the president's representative as he welcomes them to the Young Engineers Forum. Thank you.
While they are being welcomed, we'll receive some goodwill messages from our special guests. I'll hand over to Mr. Murtala Adekunle Kunjimo, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Osun State, for his goodwill message. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. All protocols duly observed. My goodwill message is very simple and direct. We are here for the women engineers. And as an engineer, you must have basic science and mathematics knowledge. Myself, as Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, we promote STEM in Osun State. That is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics knowledge amongst our students. But what we always find out is that girls in secondary schools always shy away from attending subjects that are related to this area of knowledge. But I want to encourage ladies who are present here, or students and school girls, to ensure that they participate or they take up sciences, engineering, and mathematics, so as to lead them to becoming an engineer or making engineering their profession. And I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Engineer Professor Mrs. Funmilayo Osuolale for the swearing-in ceremony, and congratulate as well all other members of Apwen, Ogbomoso branch. And you have performed well. Though I came late, but what I saw on ground, is a testimony of what has happened since you started. So congratulations to you all, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll now hear from the registrar of the school, represented by Mrs. Ade Olubola.
Thank you very much, ma. On behalf of the registrar, who is absent for another university assignment, I would like to read the goodwill message on the inauguration of Professor F.N. Oshiolale. It is my great pleasure to warmly congratulate Professor F.N. Oshiolale on your inauguration as chairman of Apwen. Your emergence is a clear testament to your dedication, excellence, and commitment to advancing the engineering profession. I am confident that under your leadership, Apwen will continue to grow stronger, empowering more women and promoting innovation and professionalism across the field. Wishing you a successful and impactful tenure. Congratulations once again, ma. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. And last but not the least, the mother of the day will give her goodwill message.
Praise the Lord. I'm not hearing any response. I want people to respond, please. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Amen. The president